Hello everyone, my name is Macie Bazella and I'm the Miss Maryland Junior High, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about how you can be magically unique. Now, there's a platform called BRAVE, and it stands for Building Respect and Values for Everyone. Now, this topic is actually very important, especially because it is Bullying Awareness Month. And obviously bullying is something that is very common throughout the United States and something that we really need to work on as a society. So I'm here to spread awareness for it pretty much today. So let's meet one of my favorite pets. So guys, now you see he's a bit shy, and he is because a lot of people really like to make fun of him because he looks a bit different. So everyone, meet Stringy! Say hi, Stringy! Now, you can see that Stringy looks pretty different than a normal pet. Well, for one thing, he really likes to do the worm, and his favorite food is string beans. Stringy loves string beans. Now I'm sure you're wondering, what's so amazing about Stringy? Well, he can actually do some pretty cool tricks. Like for instance, he can stand straight up, like this. Oh no! Stringy's sad. Stringy, what's wrong? What happened? You're afraid the kids are going to make fun of you because you're different? Guys, it's not okay to make fun of someone just because they're different. Now, I know Stringy looks very different and not like a normal pet, like a cat, a dog, or a fish, but trust me, he is so cool once you get to know him, and his tricks are pretty amazing. So Stringy, if we make you feel good about yourself again, will you do your special trick for us? Alright everyone, so we need to get Stringy to feel pretty upbeat and pretty positive about himself. So we are going to yell, "Yay Stringy," on the count of 3 to make him feel excited. So, on the count of 3, yay Stringy. 1, 2, 3. Yay Stringy! Alright, Stringy, you think you can do your trick now? Alright everyone, Stringy is going to do his trick on the count of 3. So, 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Look everyone, Stringy turned into a beautiful red scarf. Now if you ask me, Stringy can do some pretty fantastic things. Now for my next pet we have a feather. Now let's think, what kind of animal has feathers? Well, birds do. Let's see what kind of bird it is going to be. Everyone, meet my favorite chicken, Peter. Now, as you can see, Peter looks pretty different than what a normal chicken looks like. Well, for one thing, he has a bunch of fuzzy feathers, unlike a normal chicken does. And he is very small and also has 5 toes, which is very uncommon for a chicken because, you know, they usually only have 3. Now, unfortunately for Peter, he always feels really down about himself because all the other chickens really like to pick on him, and it really brings down his confidence. And, you know, we should always have a lot of confidence in ourselves, but right now, Peter doesn't. Now, when this happens, oftentimes, Peter kind of just wants to disappear. Now, we don't want Peter to disappear, do we? Because when he does, we don't get to see him. And he's my favorite chicken. So obviously, I would never want to see my favorite chicken disappear like that. So, things that we can do to make Peter feel good about himself. Well, we can compliment him and we can make him feel happy and really bring up his confidence. We can tell him that his feathers look really good today. And we can also ask him to play with us. Including people is always something that is very important and can make us feel good about ourselves. So I'm thinking we really need to get Peter to come back. And I'm sure all of you can agree with me. So, let's tell Peter that his feathers look really nice, and I think that'll make him feel really good about himself and it'll want him to come back to us. So everyone, on the count of 3, we're going to yell, "Peter, your feathers look really nice today." So, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. "Peter, your feathers look really nice today." Alright, let's see if Peter decided to come back to us. Look everyone, Peter did come back to us, which makes me very excited, and I'm sure that all of you guys are so happy too. This really shows that being brave really is magical, and that being magically uniquely you is something that is so important because we should never let someone else bring down our confidence just by something that they say to us. We always need to make sure that we are still being magically ourselves and still always being magically unique in our own ways. Hey guys, with it being National Bullying Awareness Month this October, I think it'd be pretty cool if we read a book about bullying and how we can be kind to one another. So this book is Jigen and the Bully. Once upon a time, there lived a little boy named Drew, who had himself a Jigen by the name of Diggory-Doo. When you have a pet that burns stuff, that's not very cool. So Drew enrolled his Jigen in a special kind of school. Diggory learned to fly and keep his scales all shiny bright, and to get along with others and try hard not to bite. He learned to snap his tail and make his face look very scary, and never ever shoot a flame, unless it's necessary. When it came to learning lessons, Diggory-Doo was number one. Yet, despite success, we must confess, he wasn't having fun. There was a dinosaur by the name of Stinky Steve, who bullied Diggory-Doo and did some things you won't believe. Stinky Steve would cut in line and would not wait his turn. He often talked in class and made it difficult to learn. He always laughed at Diggory-Doo, which wasn't very nice. He poked him with a pencil and had tripped him once or twice. Stinky stomped on Diggory's tail. Then he kicked him in the knee. When Diggory-Doo began to cry, Stinky howled with glee. One day Stinky set the teacher's desk on fire, then blamed the deed on Diggory-Doo. Stinky was a liar. Stinky was a meanie head. Stinky was a brat. And Diggory-Doo decided that he'd had enough of that. Diggory-Doo had his feelings hurt. Diggory-Doo was sad. Diggory felt disgusted, and Diggory-Doo was mad. Diggory-Doo went home and had a little talk with Drew. Diggory told his friend what he thought he'd ought to do. First thing in the morning, I'll punch Stinky in the nose. Then I'll pull his hair, and then I'll stomp on his stinky toes. I'll burn up Stinky's homework until it's a pile of ash. Then I'll steal Stinky's lunchbox, and I'll throw it in the trash. Stinky Steve's a bully. He's the worst I've ever met. I'll teach Stinky Steve a lesson you can bet he won't forget. Drew thought a while and then replied, I know that it's been tough, and when it comes to Stinky Steve, I'm sure you've had enough. May I suggest to do what's best? I think that you will find you get more satisfaction when you respond by being kind. You are a happy Jigen, but Stinky Steve is not. Perhaps it makes him sad that he lacks the things you've got. It may be that he's jealous and think that it's not fair, that he doesn't have a friend like me to give him loving care. If this is true, said Diggory-Doo, I guess I must agree. I should be nice to Stinky Steve, although he's mean to me. I'd rather punch him in the face. I really can't deny it. But when I get the chance, I suppose that I can try it. The next day at school, there was Stinky Steve. But Diggory-Doo saw something else that he could not believe. Stinky Steve was crying, for he fell and skinned his knee. And Diggory-Doo remembered that kindness was the key. Although he could have laughed at him or kicked him while he's down, Diggory-Doo decided to lift Stinky off the ground. He dusted off the dirt and wiped Stinky's tears away. Then Diggory-Doo asked Stinky Steve if he would like to play. Stinky Steve could not believe it. He was so surprised. Then Stinky Steve shocked Diggory-Doo when he apologized. Diggory-Doo and Stinky Steve had finally made amends, and now they have become the best of friends. So if you know a bully and you don't know what to do, a little kindness just might work. Just ask Diggory-Doo. The end. Thank you so much for letting me read for you guys today, and I hope all you guys have a great day, and always remember to be kind.